welcome back to Flory Models. Here we are again, back after a week off. Had a fantastic time. Thank you for all the well wishes and everything else like that. And it's good to be back in the studio. Well, almost, apart from there's not a free bar here. That's the downside, and you have to cook your own food obviously after a week, and I haven't got my own swimming pool outside the door, so a bit of a drawback. Anyway, my day started like this. Hello, welcome to Flory Models daily vlog. Here we are, Monday morning, back from a week away, obviously with Snap, helping out with the kids and everything. Had a fantastic time, but God, it's strange being back. I must admit, you have 1 week off and everything sort of slips. It's very easy to get out of the routine as how I do everything. So this morning, I've just downloaded all the video footage and photos that I took from last week, so you'll be seeing some of that later. I've unlocked the site. The site is now unlocked, so if you want to subscribe, you want to buy anything, all the bits and pieces, that is all unlocked now. So to all the people who message me whilst I'm away, don't you guys read? Don't you watch these things? Obviously we're away, but it's like, I can't subscribe. Why not? I can't get in. Is it Specialist Club? No, it's not. It's just I'm away for a week. Anyway, had a great time, absolutely fantastic. I'm sure I'll put together a video. As you can imagine, I've got tons of footage, including a few guys who love that aircraft stuff that I did. With permission of the crew, I filmed the flight. So everything else like that, so that was really nice. Obviously, I've done photos with the guys from Snap and everything else, but as I said before, it's a bit like their holiday. I don't like to go around with a camera in their face and all the bits and pieces like that, but we have got some nice stuff. I've done various bits and pieces to show you guys how technically difficult it is shifting 50 people around an airport, just the coach transfers and everything else like that when you've got obviously the kids with special needs. So there's a lot of extra bags, the wheelchairs, specialist transport, and so I've done a bit of that as well, so you can see a little bit behind the scenes. But as we say, we are back. Thank you for everybody who's noticed what I put onto Facebook last couple of days. Obviously we got back late afternoon on Saturday, went to pick Lola the dog up and found out she's had her face chewed off by another dog at the kennels. Thank you for all your feedback, and to be honest, I'm just about to phone the vet again around about 8:30, and I'm going to give them a shout, and they're going to come over because they actually make house calls, which is quite handy. It's going to come over and check Lola again just to make sure that she is healing properly and everything else like that. But to say that was a shock after a fantastic week away is a little bit of an understatement. I'm not going to go too much into the details because we might go down a legal route yet, because certainly if our vet turns around and says it's going to scar and things like that, then I think we probably will, because obviously it was a little bit of a lack of care taken by the kennels. But thank you for all the well wishes. She is fine, and to be honest, she's a kip at the moment. She's Sparkle over there, but it seems to be healing, and I think she's going to be okay. She's on antibiotics and specialist creams, but as I say, the vet's going to come over, so at some point this morning I'll be taking a break to obviously make sure she is looking good. So, what am I going to do today? A lot of it is obviously catching up. I've basically caught up this morning. I've been up for the last sort of 2.5 hours sat here going through your emails, sorting out membership problems, things like that. I think we're basically up to date today. The system has now been turned on. A lot of you seem to panic because I did a few yesterday. I'm going to do the rest of the day. If it does pop up saying that, you know, your subscription has been cancelled, you can still always get onto Flory Models site. We still give a week's grace, even though it cancelled 3 weeks ago now. You'll still get a week's grace to sort yourself out. So if you do get a little pop-up message that says your subscription's been cancelled, please check your PayPal account just to see why. 9 times out of 10, in fact 99% of the time, it's your card. What happens is your credit or debit card you need to have a subscription with Flory Models, when that expires or gets cancelled, you know, sometimes your card gets hacked or whatever, they cancel it, it cancels your subscription. So what happens is, it's in a situation where the actual card is your subscription, if you like. It's not your PayPal account. Now, this is just to protect you guys, okay? So if somebody did, I don't know, you forgot about us and you just didn't bother watching us or whatever, it doesn't just bill you for the rest of your life. It only bills you for the life of that card. So it's only going to be 2 years, 3 years tops, something else like that. Then it will auto-cancel at the end of the day. So, as I said, got to speak to the vet, going to get the vet sorted. Great footage, came out beautiful, okay, and everything else like that. So what I'm going to do that, clear the studio, sort myself out, get myself all in preparation, get the vet sorted, and then this afternoon we're going to get on with some filming.
We do recommend using your seatbelt securely fasten today in case we encounter any unexpected movement. On board we have 3 toilets, 3 at the back and only 1 at the front, which appreciate your facilities. The forward toilet is the passenger seat, the road toilet and the free toilet rear passengers.
Okay, so interesting morning. catching up on everything as we know. I do have to say I've just downloaded the group build reveal video. I've got that in now. I just need to jig it a little bit and everything else. So thank you to everybody who's been doing that one, and Kane obviously setting that one up. Brilliant job, looks fantastic, amazing. I'm waiting for a call back, to be honest, from the medal company about that, and I think we've only got about 3 people now who haven't been in contact about getting your address for the medals, so I'll sort that out. To be honest, I have been playing with this, and it's probably just me, but I'm having a bit of trouble getting this work. Actually, this is from Francisco, sent me a lighting kit for the Millennium Falcon, which is obviously, it's Geek Kids, if I remember rightly. Learning about electronics and all the bits and pieces like that, but I'll be honest with you, I'm having a little bit of trouble making it work. I can make one LED work, but I can't seem to get any others to go. But needless to say, trust me, it's bound to be user error. I'm sure it's not them. It's just for some reason when I try and put 2 LEDs, it turns off. And then you take 1 LED, works a treat. Not sure exactly what's going down on there, and yes, I have got all the poles around the right way, but it seems to be fighting me a little bit. But anyway, I'll have a play with that a little bit later on. But generally today is all been about catching everything up. Still waiting for the vet to turn up. The vet should be here pretty much soon, saying any time after 2, so we'll find out exactly what's happening with Lola with her neck and everything else like that. I've been basically also going around sorting all the bits and pieces and tiny little things and everything else like that. So tomorrow it will literally be straight back to work as normal. So what I'm going to do is, obviously we're going to crack on with the spinner set and the prop set and everything else as promised for the actual 190. Hopefully I'll get that done in the morning. I can't imagine it taking too much time to do because it's quite a small part. And then I might even have a chance to get it edited and uploading as I'm doing the Q&A on Tuesday. Now I need to speak to Steve, to be honest. I haven't spoken to him. Well, I spoke to him yesterday, but I haven't spoken to him today about joining us tomorrow. If he is or isn't, it doesn't, you know, it's okay. I'll be here. So we're going to have the live Q&A in the afternoon, probably around about 3 o'clock for a couple of hours, and we'll run it through just like that. So as I said, bit of a funny day because I say it's just getting back in the swing of things and getting everything going again, turning everything on, and everything else like that. But I thought I'd have a little play with this, which it sounds perfect, it's just I can't get it to work. And this is one of those things where it's starting to annoy me now because I'm like doing everything. I've had it apart 4 times, I've checked all the LEDs individually, they're all fine. Just when I plug 2 in, turns off. But as I say, probably user error, but I'll get back to you if I can get it to work. Obviously I'll do a little mini review on it. Because Francisco sent me this one, and they say it's Geek Kids, it's kids working with electronics, they work this thing out and all the bits and pieces. So it's a brilliant idea if I can get it to work. Anyway, more from me later on in the news show. So there we go, pretty much one of those days, it's like a bitty day, you're all over the place and everything else. Tomorrow it'll be a bit more structured, we can get back to normal and everything else. A couple of things I did do after I spoke to you on that one is I have finished the edit and it has been uploaded and it's all ready for the final group build reveal. I have to thank Kane and all the guys who helped him out with that one. You guys have done an absolutely stunning, fantastic job and saved me a day out of my life because it normally takes me a whole day to put one of those videos together. It's about 15 minutes, 16 minutes long in total. And everything else like that. What I'm hoping is the medals will be in. I've emailed them, I'll just wait to hear back from them to say they've done them. If they have, I'll go over and get them back here, and then I'll probably spend a day putting them all bagged up and getting them all out and everything else like that. But that is done, it's up on the site now. If it doesn't, what I'll do is somewhere down the line this week I'll show you it. As soon as the medals are in, obviously they'll go out with the stickers, the sanders and all the other bits and pieces you're going to get with it. So looking good with that one. Tomorrow me and Steve are back as usual for Tuesday's Q&A. I'm not sure if we're going to stream it live, probably will. So if you're around about 2 o'clock I think on in the afternoon UK time, you can watch us do it live. If not, we'll do it as a live recording and we can do it that way. Okay, I have been also talking about the Q&As, my own Ask Phil section in the forum. I've done a few of those today. There's about 4 or 5 people asked me questions on cameras that I use and equipment I use. I've answered and put a list of all the cameras that I use and audio and microphones and everything else. I've got all the details but more there, so if you ever wondered like that you can see that. But I have answered everybody's questions up to date. If you've asked me a question via the contact us and you haven't heard back from me, just send it again. Sorry, it may have been buried. You've got to imagine I get a load of junk mail comes in with it, and when I'm on holiday I tend to delete as I go, so I just don't come back to mountains of it. But as I said, this morning I did spend about 3 hours just doing emails and sorting out problems and various bits and pieces like that. So as far as I'm aware, I've done everybody. So if you haven't had an answer for me, nothing personal please, it's just one of those things, you know what it's like when you're deleting loads of stuff. It may have got deleted, so just shoot it again and I'll definitely answer it before tomorrow's show. So my week this week is going to be getting back on track. I'm going to do the propeller section hopefully first thing in the morning, and then Q&A tomorrow afternoon with Steve. So Wednesday you'll get the propeller section up for actually doing the FW190, which will complete our sub assemblies. Will all be done for that, so that's really nice. And then we can actually start thinking about cutting out the plastic and getting the actual Fokker Wolf together, which in theory, when you think about it, when we've done all the separate bits like this, that should be a doddle, because really it's just going to be painting at the end. Okay, so really looking forward to that. So by the end of the week we could be pushing on quite nicely. My entry is going to be starting this week as well for the British Heavy Armour SIG that started a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to be doing Chieftain Mark 10, so I'm going to be starting on that one as well as all the other stuff that you've been doing which I've been away, which I'm really jealous, because I must admit I was sat on my sunbed flicking through your entries for the actual group builds and SIGs thinking, God, I'd like to do one of them. I'd fancy doing one of them and everything else. Also, for all you lucky people who went to Riyadh, yeah, that was another one. I missed out on the F-35s, I know. For all the lovely people who sent me things via Facebook saying, have you seen this? Look at this photo. Yeah, I know. But I was sat on a sunbed. That's my excuse to it. And having a very nice drink. So anyway, that's about it from me. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow. Remember, me and Steve are live around about 2 p.m. if you want to watch us live, doing the Q&As and everything else like that. Make sure you get your questions up, because you can't ask questions during the show, because we'll just go through the list that's already up there. Steve has posted it up on the site, so if you have got any Q&As from that, but I'll dig back through my personal ones, and Steve can do his if we haven't got many, and everything else. The other thing as well, Saturday I must mention, because Steve asked me not so many long ago, we're going to be doing the Saturday live back to UK time, so it's going to be Saturday morning 9 o'clock until probably midday. We're going to be doing our live build, which Steve has reminded me I do need to play catch up, because I'm well behind him now of actually getting my Dolphin done. So one day this week I might just try and catch up, so then when we do the live show I can show you live using all the other cameras, me spraying in the spray booth as well as we do it. So because Steve is ready for paint, I'm not. I'm nowhere near ready for paint. I've got to re-rivet. I've got to do, well, lots, tons. In fact, more than I can think of. I'm looking at it now, I think it's nowhere near it. But I will probably spend a day this week getting on with that one as well. Anyway, it's great to be back. Great to be back modelling and everything else. I'm going to spend probably this evening everything going through the forum, catching up with you guys and what you guys have all been up to. But until tomorrow, happy modelling. Take care.